He's known by everyone in the room. He's got incredible charisma. He's got energy like nobody I've ever seen. He's going to bounce around the stage. He's going to show you guys how to live your best year ever. He's Europe's newest founder club member. He's a friend, he's a mentor. He's a caring and giving guy. Please welcome to the stage Mr. James Lavelle.
There's a couple of things really. I didn't realise how tight and how wide my pants were. So will you do me a favour? An eyes above the waist, alright? Annie, you keep looking, I can really stop that stuff, man. Jesus, man, you make a guy conscious. You know what else I love as well? When people see me, because some people have only ever seen this of me, which is pretty unfortunate, right? But it's Zoom calls and things like that. I go and hear them whisper, wow, he's a lot shorter than I thought. I'm just glad I didn't have to stand next to Karina, because you would have really seen how short I am. And they also notice as well, the guy doesn't wear socks, but he knows how to make money, alright? You're in the right room then, don't worry about the socks and the height. Also, Joanna, who won the £1,000, yeah? Round of applause for that girl. We've got to be honest, it's £980, I was a little bit short before, so listen, I'm good for it, I'll see you around when we get paid, alright? Thanks, man. Paz, you know that's true, right? Absolutely. Okay, let's get it rocking. Man, I ain't the best looking guy at the best of times. That's a word. The picture on the poster, who's seen that? It was black and white. What do you have to do in this company to get a picture in colour, right? And then this next one, I don't like pasting. Can we sort that out for the next time, please? Jeez. Okay, so that's me and Ray Higdon. See, that's what I did there. Ray, Lord in me, loved all that. And for those in the room, if you've never heard the concept before, my mentor taught me very early on. He said, hey, listen, this ain't get rich quick. This is get rich steady, the 4-year career. That's made sense to me. So my commitment was, yeah, you know, whatever happens, I'm here for 4 years. That's it. And most people don't last 4 minutes, right? I'm on about the business as well. But I'm just kind of saying that. Steady. Easy. Where's my filter? Why is it gone today? I'm going to apologise right now, so I don't have to keep apologising. If I offend someone, just get over it, alright? Okay. What I want to do is this, and I'm going to show a little bit of love, and we touched on it a little bit before, but this is the 4-year deal. This is like, year 1 was the foundation, the line in the sand, and as we move forward, honestly, the way you set up the people around us, there's going to be huge success, and you people have a chance to be a part of that, but most don't stay. Why is that? So, if you've been in the business longer than a year, currently, please stand up right now. There you go, round of applause for these guys, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Okay, stop milking it, sit down. Jeez, selfies. Let me just give you some stats as well. Average, no guarantees, average earnings. If you're in the company in a year, on average, $6,000. So most of those guys I would anticipate have made more than that, but you just be average, $6,000. But that's where most people quit. Year 2, about $24,000. So if you stay and you're persistent, you get your reward a little bit more. Year 3, about $60,000. Maybe replace a full-time income, right? Year 4, throw it at me. Go, I'm ready. How much? $240,000. The 4-year career. You would like that? Okay, see Steve Schwartz after this, he'll look after it. No, I'm joking. But the point I'm making to you, if you're not in this room with anything other than a long-term vision, then you're selling yourself short. That's it, because the better you get, the better it gets. And we've got people like this gentleman here teaching you these strategies that help make him successful over many decades, and you have to understand this process. So, are we ready for the 4-year career, yeah? Good, stay committed. Okay, the foundation. If you don't know why, you'll never figure out how. And we talked about this. Look, this is the how today. This is the skill set that you're going to learn. But too many people, they don't know why they're doing this. Why are you doing this? Because I want a pin badge? You don't want a pin badge. Why are you doing it? Because I want 2,000 a month. You don't want 2,000 a month. And you have to delve a little bit deeper. Those who are in my organisation know that we've done some of this stuff, and generally, generally, when some people are lost, I always go back to the motivation. What gets you out of bed? And when you do that and you can understand what your people want, then you can help them get it. Because if you don't know what they want, how are you going to help them? That's a bit of a backwards way to do things, right? So you have to have a little think about that if you've not done already. Get really into that stuff, and I'm talking beyond the surface level, yeah? How comes after why. This is it. That honestly, when I think about, I don't want to share my goals with you, like, no, that's just stupid, James, that's just stupid, I want to share them with you. But honestly, when I think about my goals, I am literally power walking around my front room in my little Santa slippers. Have you seen them on Facebook? Yeah, little bells ringing. Because it excites me, it lights a fire in me, and if anyone's close to me, they can feel it, that energy. If your goals don't do that, you need to redo your goals. It doesn't like you, because when it gets tough, you're going to fold like a deck chair. So you need goals that propel you, that get you up in the morning, that when people around you, they hear the music in the voice and they see the spark in your eye. So, how not to make 2017 your best year. Don't do this stuff, right? I'm just saying not. Don't get confused. So, the disempowering states, and you're going to experience it. You know, obviously, lots of the ladies in here, as well. A round of applause for all the powerful women in here, by the way. See, that's my thing done where I give a big speech about powerful women. That's me ticked off, done. No, but as your organisation grows, you might have experienced that already. You're going to see people, and sometimes it's, you know, people we care about, they join our business, you care about them, and you see them going through a cycle. And it's tough sometimes, but I learned this a long time ago. You can pull someone out of quicksand if they're up to the waist, but if they're up to their ears, they're gone. So I'm trying to tell you, so individually you can spot this, maybe in yourself, and maybe in some other people, because I'll tell you what's disempowering, then beyond that I want to tell you how to rectify that and get yourself in an empowering state. Uncertainty, if you don't really know what you're doing, if you don't really know what your goals are, if you don't really believe in the company, any kind of uncertainty is going to hold you back from becoming the person that you need to be. Fear, who's scared? A little bit. I'm scared putting these pants on, man. I was poured into them. In fact, I had to jump off the wardrobe, like lad with them pants. Chris Field didn't help me, obviously. So a little bit of fear is always going to be there. Always. But it's how you let it control, or not control. So I'm nervous coming up here. I'm doing my little dance, right? But I don't let it dominate me like I used to. My first ever event, 2013, there was a room of 60 people, and I walked up and I remember going, and like we talked about before, my legs were doing this, and I was a PT in the military. So for me, I was like, yeah, I'm a confident guy, yeah, I got this, just relax. And I stood up on my top lip, went like that. And I always remember thinking, I'm saying out loud like water, I was looking around the room, and it was tough, like, honestly, and then, you know when people do the sympathetic, hey, you were amazing. And I'm like, this guy, man, don't let him back on that. But do you know what I did? I booked him my next event a week later, then the next event, then the next event. Do you know what happened in the future? Someone said to me genuinely, hey man, you're not too bad. So if you ain't that great, that's fine, man, but repetition is the mother of all learning. You go and do it, you don't avoid it. Deal with your fears. Anger, I've been there, when you're angry, you can't concentrate on it. Shit. You can't, can you, when you're angry, because you're so focused on what you're angry about. And I've been there, I'm not preaching to you guys, I've been in these states, but I don't live there long. That's the key, right? If you're angry, if someone walks across this stage before and getting recognised and your pencil snapped, you're a little bit angry. That's your bad, right? You should, every time someone walks on this stage, the reason I stand up, you should celebrate their success. See what it feels like. Picture yourself there, be glad for them. Then the way the universe will work, one day, they may deliver it to you, right? So anger, negativity, and look, it's everywhere, right? Jim Rohn says it best, those people, man, you can show them a beautiful sunset, and they look out the window and they complain about the speckles of dust on the window. Who knows people like that? Hey, and sometimes, I know people in here, it could be your mum, your dad, you love them, but they're negative, right? They're going to tell you 5 reasons why it can't work. They're so stupid, they don't know you only need 1. Protect yourself, though. You can love them from afar. Hey, look. And overwhelmed. Listen, this happens. You know, I've been in this state where kind of feels like everything's getting on top of me as well. And like I said, you're going to live sometimes in these different disempowering states, which don't live there too long. Recognising yourself, self-awareness, and spending time with people who you trust, straight shooters who tell you, hey, slap, you're being a bitch. Sorry about that language. But you get me? How to make it your best year. So forget those states, empowering states. Ambition, man. That, honestly, like for me, I love spending time walking around and listening to people's dreams. There's a couple of people who've done some mentorship with, and when I hear the music in them, like, I get emotional, mate. So I know what it's like to want something that bad that keeps you awake. So that's how you talk about these goals. You've got to have ambition. It all starts with ambition, right? And the confidence, and I remember it's easy now to say, oh, James, it's okay for you, you're a top earner in Europe. I was broke. I wasn't broke, I was a military guy, I was living in a little flat, and I believed it before anyone does, because that's how this deal works, right? I was like, I'm going to be a top earner. In my previous company, a girl signed me up. I never met her. It was a Facebook ad. A few of them days, don't judge me. She just told me how to put an order through, and I said, man, I'm going to be like the best at this thing. And she quit the business, by the way, and I was one of the best at them things, right? Yeah, now she's homeless. No, she's not. Throw her a pound, there you go, you know. Certainty, you've got to be certain, man. What happens is people, they don't believe it, and the three types when I speak to people, they're like, yeah, you know, I'll try. I'm done, because I know no one likes to try, baby, right? That's basically secret code for when it gets tough, I'm going to crumble. I don't waste my time with a try, baby. The next level is a little bit more where it's like, look, I'll do my best. Okay, you get me a little bit excited, but you know, I'll do my best. That just means I'll do my best, but again, if it gets really tough down the line, I may fold. You know what I'm after? I'll do whatever it takes, almost like an arrogance, and I'm like, that's the stuff. I'll do whatever it takes. Because what you're saying to yourself, and I don't care if the storm comes in, I'm just going to put my hood up and keep walking forward. I'll do whatever it takes. And if you haven't used that language before, today you leave this room and do whatever it takes, right? Woo! Yeah, that's a whoop there, man. Bang club there. You can come again. Clarity. And again, this is too many people fumbling around in the dark like a Christmas party. You know, people like with their head down. How does he know? How does he know? We know. Everyone knows. So the clarity is like, what is it you want and how are you going to get there? So we talked about the goals. This guy's going to teach you the how for the rest of the day. You have to be clear and you have to be like ninja-like focus, and only when you do that and get the real clarity on the person who you need to be to do this business will things start to change for you. I'll go back to disempowering stage 4, and this is the worst thing. It's horrible to see, and Tim might call it something else, I might go through it in a bit, but for me there's 4 stages when people go through. They're in building mode, and you see now Mercer and people, Karina, all these people, they're get out of the way, just get out of the way. It's like, hey, I'm like, is it up like it? Like, I'm just, if you're like, just gonna put the phone down, I'm too busy, I'm building, get out of the way. That's how you grow your business. Monster of execution, every day. Then there's the next mode, it's called management mode, where I've got a little bit of a business now, I'm just going to sit, I'm like the lifeguard blowing my whistle, hey, you guys don't swim that way. And that's fine, because there's certain times in your business where you just might want to manage, consolidate a little bit, but it's probably not for any people in this room right now, because I ain't definitely stepping into management mode. Then there's the third mode, this is where it gets dangerous, this is where you've got to worry. Look at yourself in the mirror, look at other people, and it's blame mode. When it starts going wrong and they say, hey, if the weather was just better today, I'd be a rock star. Or they start saying, hey, that person joined his company, they joined the team. And you start hearing all this sort of language and you go, oh. And you pray for them. You say, man, this is a critical point, this is the quicksand, right? You can come back and go to management mode and then building mode. You can flip yourself out of that. But the mode after that, if you don't, is quit. That's when they're gone. I've seen it time and time again in cycling. There's nothing you can do. And sometimes you're there and you're hoping that they see it themselves. But just be aware of it, first in yourselves, and secondly in others. And that's why I'm saying to you, surround yourself with good people who can shoot straight, because they might just give you the info you need at the right time to save you. And courage to make the right decisions. Listen, I'm telling you now, I see the Porsche and the tight white pants, and you think this is all gravy, right? No. I'm telling you now, sometimes leadership is a lonely place. I ain't complaining, I love what I do, but you're going to have to submit the courage. Sometimes people are going to stand in front of your face and tell you what you're doing is wrong, and you might be You've got to know yourself, you've got to have your own moral compass and your own beliefs, and know that what you're doing, you believe is best. No one's perfect, but you've got to have courage and conviction in your own decisions. So, what are you looking for in 2017? Someone to believe in you? That'd be nice, right? Someone to inspire you? That's what people are looking for. I get this one all the time. James, will you motivate me? I like Mr. Motivator. I've got a bum bag, but that's about it. Someone to motivate you, someone to keep you focused. And I hear this language all the time. Someone to set the standard, someone to keep you accountable. I mean, that last one's not too bad, but all them things people are looking for, look no further. Boom. You. What about that? What about that for an empowering state that you do? Because the person who you're relying on to do all that stuff, what if they go missing? What if they don't ring you when you want that call? Does that mean you're going to switch off? You have to become that person yourself and hold yourself to a higher standard than anyone else expects. What about that? You. And you know that no one else can ask anything of you that you don't ask of yourself. And this is going to be painful for some of you guys right now. A little bit of pain's okay, but I won't keep you there too long. Everyone in this room right now is an example of something. So someone else, they look at you, you see up line, down line, side line, and you're an example of something. Do you turn up on time? Do you do what you said you was going to do? Do you care for people? All these sorts of things, if you don't do it, you're an example of that. People know, people ain't stupid. But the great thing is you can change it at any point. You can change who you are, and you can change the example you set. So just remember that. That's a sobering message. You are an example of something, every single person in this room, and you get to decide what you're an example of. And this, we've all got an ego, a little bit, you're going to be a little bit of ego, keeps you sharp. But don't get to the point where you're not humble and you can't listen to people. I've got people in this room, Steve Schwartz. How many times have I chewed his ear off? I say, Steve, this is, I go to him and I say, I need your opinion. If you haven't got anyone you go to for that, you need to check your ego, man. You know why? Because you don't like it. You don't like it when someone tells you the truth. Or you'll surround yourself with people over here who tell you what you want to hear. Yeah, whatever you said. Yeah, I like these people. No. You need people who care for you, who tell you straight. Feedback is the breakfast of the champions. Just remember that. Write it down, quote me, whatever. Stick it on Insta. So, 2017. Stop living in the past. If 2016 wasn't your year, that's fine. You learn the lessons from it, but you don't have to live there. Do you see the difference?